I just closed some of my positions that I had open, and I wanted to touch base on something that a lot of people have issues with, especially when trading, and that's risk management. A lot of beginners want to make money as fast as possible, so they'll over leverage their account and end up blowing it. So how do we make sure that we can survive for the longest, especially when you're first beginning? Well, that all comes down to risk management. You have to definitely calculate how much risk you're going to be using per trade before entering, so even if it goes the other way and you get hit with a stop loss and etc., you're okay with that loss and you're not going to revenge trade. That's why it's very important to have in your journals how much you're going to risk, all that stuff, and staying disciplined with that whole process and that plan. Because if you don't follow it, you're going to end up revenge trading and blowing your account. There's a statistical fact that shows how many people lose their whole accounts and blow their whole accounts after losing more than what they wanted to in one trade, and that's within the first hour after losing that money. So that's why I said it's very important to kind of have an exit plan, especially if you're in profits or after you're done. Like, I just closed out some GJ profits for around 40 pips, and I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for another hour so I can enter another position, and the reason being is so that because I had good profits and I got my percent, I don't want to have a big inflated ego or overconfidence going into my next trade. So I whipped out the camera and wanted to talk about this because I got a lot of questions asking about it. And so it's very important to have these small little things that you include in your trading plan that talks about what do you do after you win or lose and etc. So you can lose the steam and all that stuff if you have a loss. So for me personally, after I have a position in the morning, I wake up at around 5 a.m. to trade New York. After I finish those positions, I usually go to the gym, but I saw that GJ was in a very good spot, so I did take an entry from there, and the next 4 hour also is very promising, so I'm going to be entering from there as well. But before we go into that topic, which is completely different, risk management. So how do we ensure that we have proper risk management for all of our trades? Well, try to calculate either percentage based or money based on the amount that you want to be risking for that trade, and if it hits that percent or amount of money lost or won, you automatically close. And so this allows you to be really confident with your entries and exits and not have to worry about the money you lose because you've already accepted that loss inside. You're okay with losing that money, and that allows you to trade freely without any tangles in your mind or being really anxious. A lot of people say they feel anxious when they trade or if they have a position, and so that's because they're over leveraging, they're risking too much of their account and etc. Trading should be really relaxed, calm. Like, I'm wearing this, like I look like a hobo and I'm trading because I'm relaxed. I relax when I trade. I'm chilled out so that my mind can flow freely. I'm not using my emotions, or at least I'm controlling them to a proper extent when I do trade. So like I said before, what the key takeaways from this video were: what do you do after you enter and exit a trade? Even if it hits your stop loss or hits your take profit, do you take an hour break? What do? Do you go for a walk, etc.? And you have to definitely cool down from over trading. So how many positions in a day do you trade? You want to be a sniper. You want to shoot at certain times, take the best entries possible. You don't want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger shooting everywhere. You have to be very, very calm and selective with the setups you want and only take high probability setups. I'm just recycling old information that I've said on this channel because that's literally all you need to understand. You have to risk low amounts of your account because you're basically playing odds when you trade, and you have to have a proper risk management plan. So how you exit, how much you're risking, all that stuff, and just essentially understanding how much you're risking before you go into a trade, so you've already accepted that loss before entering, and so you know for a fact that it's okay if I lose this and it's okay if I win this, because either way I'm completely neutral and I am fine. And so this allows you to control your emotions and not be over the top if you lose or win, etc., and do something stupid and end up blowing your account. So psychology is really huge in trading, and learning how to play with your demons like greed and fear and all that stuff is very important. And risk management is definitely something that's huge in trading that you need to control in order for you to get to that next level that you want to. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I always say trade your plan, always stay disciplined, etc., go and watch my video on how to make an actual plan, and it's very important to do so. This is something that was the biggest takeaway from one of my mentors, WicksDontLie, that showed me to stay disciplined and told me to just use proper risk. And in all honesty, when I stopped being so greedy and I learned how to control my demon of greed, I was able to even make more profits and more money because I was just calm and collective in the market. I notice, especially with beginners and the students that I have, when they're greedy, they tend to lose a lot of money because they always want to get to this certain take profit because they can make X amount. Focus on the trade quality first, and from there, as you become very consistent in the market, you can up your lot sizes and make more. So, like I said, trading is all about small little punches, and everybody has said this, and I know it's kind of annoying now, but trading is a sprint. I mean, holy shit, what the hell am I saying? Trading is a marathon, not a sprint, and you all understand what that means by now. You all know how this is very important. Be very disciplined with your just risk management, because I can promise you that as you trade for a long period of time, your account will compound slowly. That's all that matters. Don't try to go for 10 to 15% wins per trade. Yeah, you can occasionally have that big win from one trade, but don't go chasing those profits. Try to aim for using low risk of your account, like 1 to 2% per trade, and this will definitely help you with consistently making profits. And over a long period of time, if you make at least 5% a day, you can make so much in the long term. So just be calm and collective, trade for the long term, and you'll be completely fine. That's the only advice I can give, and it's something that I took really for granted when I first started trading, because all I wanted to do was make quick cash, and that was the worst thing you can do. So if you took anything from this video, I hope you did write notes. It'll always be online so you can recheck it, but just always follow your plan, stay true with your risk management, and if you feel anxious about a position or you have an intuitional gut feeling telling you to close, do so. My name is Sanjeev once again. Follow me on Instagram for all my updates and everything, and on my Facebook page, because I always post there and answer people's questions there. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye for now.